The prolonged dry spells leaving thousands of households hungry, heat waves that are causing wildfires in some countries, and unpredictable seasons that have made it hard for farmers to plant with certainty are all signs that climate change is the biggest threat of our time. This challenge is not only economic for countries whose economies are agro-based, but as well social and political, threatening the very existence of households, communities, and economies.
Let all of us learn and become more knowledgeable about these issues that sound sometimes very exotic, but it is the primary issue of today, especially for a country like ours that deals a lot with agribusinesses, agricultural practices. That's why there's a lot of focus on it from the government side, from development partners, from institutions like aBi. Everyone is working towards mitigating or trying to work with living with those effects of climate change.
Back home, the prolonged drought in Uganda is already associated with deaths in the northeastern region of the country, while at macro level, it has contributed to driving up inflation through pushing up food prices.
The effects of climate change are with us and they're very visible. From the changes of actually the seasons, the patterns, the droughts, the floods. Like was mentioned earlier, we're seeing the crisis in Karamoja, we're seeing the drought across the entire Kato corridor. We're seeing generally a case of food insecurity all arising from climate change. So because this is an agrarian economy where at least 70% of our economy is fed off agriculture, it's important that we come up with the solutions.
Today, one of the players in agribusiness facilitation, aBi, has announced a funding line focused on initiatives and activities promoting environmentally sensitive agriculture practices.
So we're not really being very value chain specific. We're rather open to any good idea. Because for instance, if you're dealing with an extension service worker or a scientist who has a biological intervention, you cannot quite limit it to a specific value chain. So for us, it is as long as you're in the agribusiness space and you have something that is going to make a difference from an adaptation point of view, a mitigation point of view, a biodiversity conservation point of view, please, this is the fund for you to apply in.
To express the effort to roll back climate change should involve everyone, given the sense of urgency this demands.
From the funding itself, we also would like to be at the forefront of promoting awareness on these issues. So talking about them, what are the implications of the effects of climate change for everyone, for the country, for farmers, and then discussing them at a forum like this, not just did the investment that aBi made or supported work, but what are the implications?
Today, the world finds itself in a tight spot conditioned by climate change. Besides the obvious threat to food security, the concern is now broader as the changing weather patterns and extreme weather conditions threaten the very survival of societies and life itself.